Are we going to get a recovery without a vaccine? I don't think so either. And then we have to have a look and say, how possible is it that we are going to get a vaccine by the end of this year? I noted that Dr. Fauci thinks that we will get possibly some kind of vaccine, maybe towards the end of 2020. But then the whole question that I ask myself sometimes, Dan, is if we have a look at one of the other epidemics or pandemics that we've had, which was HIV. I mean, that was 40 years ago, and we still haven't got a vaccine today for HIV. So why do we think that there is going to be a vaccine for COVID-19 when one has been so elusive for something like HIV?
How do you position your investments then right now? Do you look at the stock market or do you look elsewhere like gold? It appears everyone else is looking at gold right now.
Well, you know my feelings about gold, Matt. I don't like gold at all. So consequently, I am looking at the stock market. And the companies that I do like are consumer staples, because I look at the results that came out from McDonald's and also from Starbucks last night. And even though they weren't great, they are showing signs of some kind of recovery. So I think consumer staples are the place where I feel most comfortable in. And in terms of the consumer staples, I like these companies that have had a good track record of raising their dividends in the past. I look for companies that have a good return on equity. In other words, if I'm a shareholder in that company, they're going to be using the funds that I put into that company effectively in order to drive some kind of profit growth within the business. I look for companies that don't have a great deal of debt. And those are the companies that I feel pretty happy holding. And I think those are the ones that people will go back to over and over again in order to buy the things that they need to. But as far as consumer discretionaries are concerned, I think that is going to be pretty tough, because I think a lot of consumers, including myself, I mean, you are very concerned about what is going to be happening and whether or not you are going to be getting a paycheck next month. And if you don't, well, if you don't feel confident, then of course you're not going to be spending the money that you have in your bank account. You're just going to keep it there and use that for the consumer staples that you need on a day-to-day basis.